What is going on, everyone? We're back on a nice snowy day. So we got 2 rooftop units that are down, but we got 3 on the roof. So we're gonna play a little game of which one is it. So I'm gonna start opening up these panels, see if we can't find any error codes. Stats are set at 70 degrees downstairs, and it's about 64 in the building. So we're gonna dig in here and see what we can find. Well, we got a fun one. So I'm gonna call that RTU number 1, RTU number 2, and RTU number 3. All 3 LEDs are not blinking in display on this thing, on all 3 of them. So it almost seems like the stats aren't calling, but I'm gonna verify with my meter on what type of voltage I'm getting. If I'm getting a heat call, I can hear the blower running, so obviously our blowers, you know, we're getting a call for our blower, but they also have these Honeywell equipment interface modules that are tied in with the stat. So I'm gonna have to figure out this guy, see what's going on, because right now you can see our LEDs for our heat is not lit up, just our fan. So same thing, I'm gonna go around to these other 2 units and check to see what we got on voltage, see what our LEDs are doing. On RTU1 here, we got a power LED and nothing else is lit up. No heat, no fan signal. So I'm gonna jump on the control board here, W1 to R, to just see if it starts up and starts running and stays lit. Then that kind of tells me our issues with either that control module or our thermostat downstairs. As you can see, we got flame. So this one seems to be good. So as a little test, I'm going to go over to this guy over here as well and jump him out. This is our, I'm just going to call him RTU3, you know, going down the line of these things just to see. So we got our fan signal. So if I go W1 to R here, oh, threw out some gunk. Rough. I heard it spark once, it didn't light. So I'm thinking same way. This is, they have 2 stats in this building. They have one over near that RTU1 straight down, and they have a stat on this guy straight down. So I don't think this guy has been ran in a little while, because you can see it shot all this stuff out of there, all this rust. And if this thing has been running regularly, it wouldn't have thrown all this out. I mean, that would have happened, you know, first time when these things started up for the, you know, when it got cold out. It's already in December now. So I'm gonna kill this guy, and we're gonna do the same thing on RTU2. All right, same deal as before. We got our power and our fan. RW1. And we're off. This guy seems to be working. Now the question is, why isn't these turning on with our thermostat? So that's what I'm gonna dig into here and just figure it out. It's got to be somewhere in the line of communication from this module here down to our thermostat. It might be the thermostat itself, it might be those modules, but we'll see. always check your thermostat stats, folks. Just check them. Both of them are set on cool, so that doesn't help trying to get some heat. So I'm gonna come up here and check these things out, just make sure they're running. Yeah, they're running. You can see all the steam coming off of them. But I'm still gonna check them out, check flame sensors, you know, make sure our burners are clean, all that good stuff. But yeah, I would explain why our heat's not working. It's set on cool. I mean, you would think that you would set a thermostat over to heat if you needed heat, but whatever. Anyway, we got this guy up and running here. We got that guy up and running. I'm gonna let him run for a little bit. I still want to check everything out in these systems because I know these haven't been touched in a long time. So I'm just gonna go over everything, you know, check our inducer amperage, clean our flame sensor, just take a look at the burners, check our filters, just all that happy fun stuff. So, but yeah, gotta set your thermostats to heat, people, if you want heat. It's like, yeah, let's check this guy. Yep. All right, well, let's get to it. Oh yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, that's not good. That is not good. 1620 by 2. I don't have any of these on my van either, especially not for all three of these if this is what they look like. Same way. Man. Let's see what the size these are here. $16.25 by 2. Not as bad, but still pretty freaking bad. Still pretty bad. Yeah, we need to get filters for these guys ASAP. The yellow. 0.3. Amperage is 0.48. So we're pulling 0.37. 0.38, 0.37, so we're good on this guy. Let's check that guy out here. It's our bigger of the two. .33. We're rated for, let's see here, 0.48. All right. Inducer motors look good. I am going to pull this little side panel off here and just check our burners, check our flame sensor, just make sure that's all good. And then I'm going to see if these things are direct drive or if they have a belt on them. Just double check the belts, belt tension, all that good stuff. yeah, you can see. Don't know if you can see that real well. Probably not, but there's a cobweb forming in there. And that is a big old no-no. That'll definitely get our burners not firing right, misfiring. All that good stuff. Make sure you definitely look out for that. Get those cobwebs out of there. And now at one point, I had a long skinny brush that could go inside these, but I have since destroyed that brush. Went through the ringer, cleaning out these burners. But not as bad as I thought they were gonna be. One thing to note when you're putting some of these burners back is when I first pull them out, I like to lay them in order, because you can see there's a little rivet here that closes this end of the burner off, but on this right side you can see how it's still open, and they do that so when they're laying like that in the burner assembly, basically the flame, these little openings here travel the flame from burner to burner, and if you put this guy with the rivet on the end in the middle, flame will either, one, not carry over all the way, or two, won't carry over real well. So you can see this one laying inside there is for the left side with the rivet, and this burner is for our right side with the rivet there. So all together, you know, flame gets lit, travels across all these until it reaches the end here. Last one, rivet side goes towards me. That's pretty loose. Probably tighten that up a little bit. Pulleys don't look terrible. Got my Klein hex bit socket here. I love this thing. It's a little 1/4 inch connection for your impact. Locks right in. You got 1/2 inch all the way to 1/4 inch, including the 11/32 oddball condenser fan motor screws that hold on top the shell, or the bracket, fan bracket for the outdoor AC coils. We loosen this guy up here. There's 2 here on these carriers, and there's 1 in the back. And that's going to be a bear to get to. Now you want about 1 inch of slack from top to bottom. We probably have like a good 2 inches right now. So I like to just pry a little bit on these openings right here on this whole blower mount to kind of slide it back a little bit and get a little bit more tension on this thing. That's about good there. Just a little bit. Lock it into place. Still good. Get this back bolt. We're good. our heat exchanger. Get a light out. I think I left it over here. Here it is. Get my light. Got my mirror on me. Let's take a peek at this thing real quick. Make sure we're good. Usually they always like to crack in these seams right here. If you can see it right there. There's one seam, there's the other seam right next to it. They also like to crack on these bends. This one actually looks pretty good, and the inside looks rough with all that rust, but yeah, these guys look pretty good. I'm gonna check the whole thing over, but from what I can see right now, still looks solid. All right, guys, that's gonna about do it for me. I just wrapped up on the roof. I went ahead and I looked at the rest of the burners, looked at the flame sensor on all three of the units. I checked the filters, you guys saw that. I looked at the belts, adjusted some tension on the belts, checked those heat exchangers. So did a once over on all of them. The maintenance guys here are actually gonna replace those filters, which is pretty important, especially because it's cold out right now. Those things might trip off on a high limit because they were so dirty. And I made sure to tell them that. And that's about it, though. That's how it is sometimes. I mean, customer was without heat for probably a day or two because we couldn't get out here right away. And I mean, it was as simple as just going to the mode and switching it over to heat. that's how it is sometimes. But we got them up and running. Hope you guys enjoy. Check your freaking thermostats, people. Come on.